You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
So let's talk about something that's been stirring up quite a bit of conversation in the world of film and fandom. James Gunn finally addressing what happened with Henry Cavill and the Superman role. If you're like me and grew up watching Cavill soar across the skies in the red cape, this one hits deep. And now, hearing it from Gunn himself adds a whole new layer to it. James Gunn recently appeared on the Happy Sad Confused podcast and opened up about the moment he had to break the news to Cavill that he wouldn't be returning as Superman in the new DCEU. And honestly, it sounds like it was just as painful for him as it was for all of us watching it unfold. According to Gunn, the day the deal was sealed for him to take over DC Studios with Peter Safran, headlines started popping up that Henry Cavill was returning as Superman, completely out of sync with their actual plans. Imagine that. You're stepping into one of the most influential roles in modern cinema, and suddenly the internet declares a casting decision that isn't even yours. Gunn admitted it was unfair, and said it flat out. It was really a total bummer, this poor guy. What really struck me, though, was how gracious Cavill was during that conversation. Gunn said they sat down with him personally to deliver the news, and Cavill responded like a true class act. He only had one request: to be the one to share the news with the world himself. And Gunn respected that. That right there shows just how professional and respectful Cavill is. Not just as an actor, but as a person. Gunn went on to call Cavill an absolute gentleman, and made it clear that this wasn't a reflection of his talent or legacy as Superman. In fact, Gunn said he'd love to work with Cavill in another role within the DC universe. So, the door isn't completely closed. We just might see Cavill again, maybe not as the Man of Steel, but in a different, possibly exciting, new character. And now, David Corenswet has officially taken over the mantle, starring in the upcoming Superman film that marks the launch of the new Gods and Monsters phase in the DCEU. While it's exciting to see a fresh take, it's hard not to feel that bittersweet sting, knowing Cavill's era came to such an abrupt end. Not because of any failing on his part, but because of corporate chaos and misalignment. At the end of the day, it's reassuring to know that even behind the scenes, there's mutual respect and admiration between Gunn and Cavill. And, who knows? In this ever-evolving superhero universe, maybe Henry Cavill's best DC role is still ahead of him. One thing's for sure, he's not out of the game yet. Stay subscribed for more videos.